it going?
Not bad. What can I do for you today?
My name is Tyler. This is Andrew. We're from Durham College, and we're going door to door doing home inspections to ensure that everyone is practicing safe fire and safety. And we just wanted to know if it was possible for us to take a look at your home.
For sure. Where would you like to start?
On the main floor.
Sounds good. Feel free to come on in.
Alright, so we'll start. We'll head over into the kitchen and just check and make sure everything's looking alright in there.
Sounds good. So fire alarm here.
Okay, yeah.
Test
that. Start off making sure that works.
I tested it recently.
Oh yeah, okay, it works. We're good. Alright, we'll head into here.
There's not much to it. Yep.
Alrighty, well, yeah, it doesn't look like there's any hazards really in here that you have to worry about. Just, I wouldn't leave the fireplace on unattended.
We try not to.
And one other thing, I guess, with the kitchen that I would touch on is leaving small appliances plugged in. If you do, if you don't, that's great.
Like we can't
Just
have the coffee maker
yeah.
plugged in?
Yeah, apparently it's a potential hazard, so
Fair enough.
avoid that if possible.
Okay.
Other than that, I'd say we're okay for in here.
Okay. So basement next, I guess?
Yep.
Sorry about the railings. We're doing a little bit of a remodel.
Yes. So these railings should be up on the stairwell going down here.
Fair enough. The fire alarm for this floor is just right here. Figured close to the stairs is a good idea.
Test that.
Also may not be working.
Oh yeah, she's working.
Okay, that's good to know. So I know you're supposed to have a carbon monoxide alarm in the basement, so I've definitely got it right there.
Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
I think it's working.
Maybe something. There you go.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So beyond that, yeah.
Definitely working.
Basement is kind of straightforward. We used to have my grandparents living with us down here, and they're not here anymore, so it's just kind of an empty room now with some kids' toys.
Okay, fair enough.
And I believe you guys wanted to see the furnace
Yes,
and water
yeah,
here, so
for
they're
sure.
just in here.
Yeah, it looks pretty out of the way from anything.
Yeah. Try not to keep any combustibles around it, right?
Yeah, that's a smart decision there.
Anything we should be careful about, or any issues you
Try to
guys
make
can
sure
see?
not to block any vents or anything like that of anywhere around here. Make
Yeah,
sure you don't
keep-
put anything
keep
that's
clutter out.
flammable, just like you're doing.
Fair enough.
And it looks pretty good to me, to be honest.
All right.
Alright, so just a couple things you want to hit on is you just want to make sure that your furnace is being inspected, keep it clean,
Fair enough.
avoid hazards, right? You want to have your water heater set no higher than 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Just avoid more of a fire hazard, and then just anything. It's looking all right, but you want to make sure there's nothing
clutter,
obstructing.
really.
Yeah, no clutter, nothing blocking you from getting out in case of an emergency, right?
Fair enough. We don't really use the basement that often, so it's kind of
And
empty.
it looks pretty good to me, so you don't have much to worry about.
Thanks.
Alright, so one more thing we want to check out is to see where your electrical panel is and make sure that everything looks alright and we're staying safe in there as well.
Fair enough. It's actually just in this room here if you want to follow me.
Alright, so nothing too crazy going on here. I mean, it all looks wired correctly to me. No hazards near it or anything like that.
Yep.
The only thing I would touch on here is you have a lot of paint and staining and stuff for your deck. You just want to, can't really tell you not to store it here, but just make sure that it's not near anything. Like the fact that it's near the electrical panel might be some sort of a hazard, but it's pretty clean in here, and as long as there's no hazards, we should be okay there.
Fair enough. I will keep that in note. Maybe I'll move it out to the garage. Cool transitions. So this is kind of the den, I guess. Yeah, we just do work in here.
Okay, fair enough. Well, one thing you want to make sure of is that you always have 2 clear exit ways of a room.
Fair enough.
The only thing I would say here is that you've got a couple of things in front of the window there. In case of an emergency, you'd want to have that clear and make sure there's nothing obstructing you and possibly causing you more harm on your way out.
Fair enough. So just move the table, I guess, right?
Yeah,
And maybe
yeah, exactly.
take the chair out of the room.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Alrighty, so we're just going to make sure the fire alarm works here with somebody who can reach it. I'm going to give it another go.
Maybe. No. Okay.
Alright, so
So
definitely a
we
problem.
should get that looked at.
Yeah, you definitely want to make sure you change the batteries or make sure it's actually in working order.
Okay. I don't remember the last time we tested that one, so
Alrighty,
that's fair. This is the second bedroom.
we'll head into here.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, looking by the looks of it here, I mean, there's not a lot you'd have to do.
It's a spare bedroom. We don't really use it that
Yeah.
often.
So, plenty of room to get yourself out of here in case of emergency, so you don't have any worries in this room.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. I mean, it's
pretty good in here.
one of the cleaner houses I've been in, and you don't got a lot of clutter everywhere. So
You haven't seen the garage.
yeah, you're doing much better than the previous houses that we've done so far. So
All right.
So I actually just wanted to let you know that there's actually no GCFIs in the power outlet up here in the washroom.
All right. Why do I need those?
Well, actually, what they're supposed to do is, so when you press the reset button, they're supposed to cut the power so you don't actually electrify yourself if there's any water ever gets in there.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess I'll have to call the electrician and get those replaced.
Yeah.
So you just want to make sure downstairs in the basement looked like you had a carbon monoxide detector. You want to have it outside of every living space, so it doesn't look like you have one. Just anytime you can, looks like you probably should get one.
Yeah. I thought we were just supposed to have it in the basement by the furnace.
No, you're supposed to have one actually outside of every living space.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Fair enough. We'll go get one after this.
We noticed that you had a garage when we pulled up. We just want to take a look at the garage, make sure you guys are storing things properly, make sure we're keeping it safe in there as well.
All right. I think you might find a few problems.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, so this is the garage. Like I said, you're probably going to find a few problems
Yeah,
with it.
so-
We haven't done our spring cleaning in a while.
Yeah. So first thing, there's a wire here just kind of sitting down, not plugged in anything, so that could be a tripping hazard or yeah.
Got to clean up, like
Yeah.
I said.
So yeah, there's a bit of clutter here too. There's some open gas cans here. Yeah, there's a lot of there's some more wires down here, not plugged into anything. That could be a bit of a hazard here too.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it just seems like a lot of clutter in general. You might want to free up some space here.
Fair
Some
enough.
clear exits. Yeah.
We definitely have to do some cleaning. So,
Yeah.
I understand. We'll do some work on it.
It's all with your safety in mind.
Fair enough. There is the other side over here as well.
Yeah. So this side definitely isn't as bad.
Alright.
Could still use some cleaning though.
Yeah, we kind of try to keep a walkway. In
Yeah. The wires here aren't hung up, so that's good.
Yeah.
Out of the way.
Fair enough. All right, we'll definitely work on that. Where do you guys want to go next?
I think you want to check the outside of the house.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. So the numbers here for the home are pretty clear and visible, so that's good.
So we'll just take a quick walk around the backyard and just make sure there's nothing we want to be worried about.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that hose you might want to reel that up. It could be a tripping hazard.
All right. Yeah, I think my wife was sprinkling the lawn the other day, and I think she just forgot to tie it up. But we'll take care of that.
That's just a tripping hazard. Do you have a gas meter somewhere around?
Yeah, it's
Can we do
actually
that?
just down the side here.
Yeah, so you just want to make sure that it's out in the open, easy to access, which it clearly is. And it's nice that you can see here you've got all your wiring secured to the side of the house. Doesn't look like there's any hazards as far as safety in the backyard, besides maybe the hose. But I mean, that's not a big deal. You don't got to worry about that.
Fair enough. Yeah, that's pretty straightforward.
It might be a good idea to make sure all your smoke alarms are interconnected.
Okay.
And also, I never asked, but do you guys have a fire escape plan here?
Not really. We kind of just figured we'd run out the door if there was a fire here.
But yes, that actually might be a good idea to kind of set one up with your family.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually practice it at least twice a year.
Okay.
Yeah, so we didn't find when we were switching any of your light switches that any were sparking, so that's good. Yeah.
Hope so.
Definitely
Yeah.
positive. Your switch faceplate seemed to be in good condition. Yeah. And yeah, it's also good that gasoline is stored away from the home or outside garage in separate spaces.
Okay. So just don't keep it
Yeah.
inside.
Yeah, and also we have a checklist here of things you could do and improve on. So
All right. I will go over this with my wife,
Good
and
job.
definitely gonna have somebody in to fix some of the GCFIs in the house.
Sounds good. Happy to hear
And
that.
we'll move the paint into the garage for sure.
Perfect.
And a couple of those fire alarms definitely need to be replaced.
Yeah. And you guys can hang on to that. We'll leave that with you guys to go over, and then anything that's there, yes or no, you can just do whatever you can to take care of that, and if not, then
Sounds
a
good.
couple things that are-
I'll fix all these, and then maybe we'll invite you guys back, and you can give us a better grade next
Sounds
time.
good. Sounds good. Thank you for letting us check out your home.
Thank you.
So I actually have some pamphlets here about an upcoming event and some information about our station. So if you wanted to give us a call, you had any other questions, you could do that as well.
Fair enough. Definitely do that, and you guys have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
You too.
Fair enough.